Okay, this is how to beat the Goddess Helena in the Surge 2 and get her Twinlance of Corruption weapon. The trick to this fight is always to break her shield, which stops her from taking damage. So when she comes out and opens up her holographic shield, hold down a charge attack and try to time it for when she gets to you. That breaks her shield and opens her up for damage. Make sure you're only locked on to her right arm. You want to whittle down the armor on her right arm throughout the fight so that you guarantee yourself getting the weapon from her. Now, there's two ways to do this. You can block her attacks like I'm doing there, or you can jump away from her attacks and jump in and chip away at her health. Doing the jump out and jump in method is probably safer if you're not comfortable with blocking, but the fight will go longer. If you're comfortable with blocking, at least here and there, you'll stagger her more often and the fight will go quicker. I missed that block there. She's got the shield out, so my priority now is to block the shield. But now she's using her eye beam. What you want to do when she uses her, I was a bit far away there, but what you want to do is just run around her. Hopefully she'll do it again soon. So I broke the shield there, get a couple of strikes in, and then get away. Okay, there's the eye beam. She leans forward when she's going to do it, giving you the hint that she's going to do it. Just run around her and then get a few strikes in on her at the end. You can also use your drone while you're running around her. I've already used mine in this fight. I didn't talk about it at the time, but it gets a fair bit of her health down and takes a fair bit of the armor off that right arm. So I want to time a strike here to get the... Okay, I timed that, but I didn't break it. Now I've locked off. I want to lock back onto her right arm. And now try to time a strike. Okay, sometimes she'll do that. You'll think she's going to walk to you, and then she'll interrupt it while you're doing the charge attack. Alright, now I want to try and block her. No, she's going to do the eye beam, so run around. And just before it ends, do a slide attack or a heavy attack, something like that, to get some damage off her. She's pulled the shield out again. No, she's going for the beam again. Again, run around, and it's a good chance to do the charge attack on her shield when she does the beam. If you time it just before the beam finishes, you can charge it up and break her shield before she has a chance to use it again. Okay, she's going beam crazy in this fight. Again, just run around and chip away. I'm going to try and block her attacks. To block her attacks, you want to kind of keep at a fair distance from her. You don't want to be close. If you're close to her, it's much harder to block than it is if you're at a distance about a meter or so ahead of her. Okay, we'll try and... oh no, I completely stuffed that. I slid instead of charging my weapon. Pressed the wrong button. I was going to try and charge my weapon to break her shield after the beam attack, which would be the best approach. Alright, her armor on her right arm is almost down, so the fight's close to an end. I'll just try and block her strikes here. That staggered her. Get a couple of hits in. Maybe just try and block again. Too far out of her range there. Okay, and now we have the X and we have her weapon. So yeah, this fight is pretty much all about staying at a range, blocking or jumping out, running around her eye beam and charging up to block her shield. And that's how you beat her to get her weapon. I highly recommend using the Physical Aggression Redirector implant to make sure most of your damage goes into her weapon arm. Also, I'm using the Robotic Disruptor implant to get 10% extra damage against robots. Apart from those two implants, as long as you have decent stamina, any build will work with this fight. But as usual, if you're interested, my build in this video will be detailed in the description in full. And with that, I'm Fuzzy Barbarian, and I'll see you guys in the next boss fight.